So I'm pretty late on this topic. I've been wanting to touch on this for the past couple of days, but you know, I just got caught up with a lot of things, especially going to yesterday where I was only able to do one topic, and I just got pretty, burnt out after that. So I'm gonna touch on this right now as I go. This is considered breaking news for me, knowing, concerning one of my longtime friends, especially that is my best friend. One of my, you know, only two lady best friends I have. One of them is Sam. This other one is Mari. Extreme loyalist. you know, Longtime Drew the Angel, and obviously we're both Steph Curry fans. She's a Warriors fan. I'm a Laker fan, even though I've been riding on the Warriors wagon for some time. When Steph and Clay were still, we're still dominating the league, especially with KD around. With the Warriors, those Warriors teams from the last several years were pretty much dominating the league in the what was then a 3-point happy era. So anyways, I've been wanting to touch on this. I'm going to touch on it right now as this is breaking news. So just last week I did a video addressing the ongoing silence between me and Mari, as far as like we haven't talked for damn near a month now. So I remember we had that crazy argument on, was it like right at the beginning of May? It was on the 2nd, and after that, since then we haven't really talked. And now after doing this video, it turns out that she actually responded to that video. Yep, believe it or not. Just look at this comment here. She has two of them. It says, first one says, "Hey man, holla at ya, holla at ya." This is my first time hearing her say holla at ya. She's trying to sound gangster, which makes her more cute. Anyway, holla at ya, holla at ya. As you didn't know, I have been watching all her videos but not saying anything. But I'm glad you're getting help. Just be patient. It takes a while for therapy to fully change the person you are if you are willing to apply all you learn. At the Isapa, your cutie friend. She had to remind me that she's my cutie friend. How sweet. Your cutie friend never left you and never unsubbed you. That's good. If I'm being honest, you sounded so down talking about me. Talagang na-miss mo ako as in. He. Very bubbly comment. And here's the second one. You don't need to, quote unquote, work things out. Let's just continue normal friendship like before. I know how much you miss me dearly. Just remember, I'll never leave by your side. By the way, I missed you too. What a sweetheart. She is, to me, I know I got good friends that I've known for a long time, especially some of my ex-close friends who have been so sweet to me, especially ex-close friends like Diana, and who have been sweet to me like that. And even some of the the other ex-close friends like Christine and Krisa, Jessica, Rhea, Angelique, they were sweet to me. Even Marielle, guys like them, and Pearl Jane. But of all those people, even the current ones, I mean, I don't want to sound very biased here. I don't want to play any bias, even though it sounds like I may have. But Mari is the best friend I've ever had when she approaches me with the kind of sweetness that I don't think I'll ever find in any other friend. As far as her approach to me, her treatment to me, just is just so, it just exceeds my expectations for how a friend, even a real friend like her, would value me. She has taken it like to the next level, and it has been since pretty much, dare I say, like day one, or and it, she always has been that supportive, but like not to the extreme like this. And I'm thankful to have a best friend like her. Considering she is my best friend, considering she is, to me at this point, the most good looking. And then you're talking about girls, attractive girls. She's probably the most attractive, lady I've ever met. You know, I know Sam is up there. She's the other one. But I think Mari is just, when it comes to looks, she is like the most beautiful, the most attractive I've ever met. So, I have other, lady friends who are just as pretty, but I don't think they ain't gonna be any prettier than this girl, who is, to me, I think, the prettiest. And it's not to knock on everyone else, as far as like my lady friends, especially the remaining ones, like Cheska, she's pretty. Resha, Martez, Tagle, the Tagle sisters, Martez and Mercy, they're both beautiful. But when it comes to Mari, she is the most beautiful, not just at her looks, but the personality as well, and how she values me as a real friend in that sense. So I've seen how people comment on her pics, and they can say that she's like a K-pop celebrity or whatever it is. I mean, they're just as blown away at her looks. You're talking about the visual, the appearance, as I am. I just think, to me, like, I don't think I can find any other lady friend. And you're talking about girls who have those those strong physical appeal, like Mari. And I'm very thankful and lucky to have that, because I get a good heart race for having a best friend like her, with the appearance like that. And she's just perfect, both outer and inner. When you're talking about her beauty, both strong, in and out. I'm never gonna find any other lady friends like her who have both outside and inside beauty, as far like that are matched. And I'm talking about like the loyal, like the strength, the strong, there you can have you can look at other girls, to be friends with, and they may have the looks, but they don't have the inner beauty in them. Because nobody can judge a book by its cover, especially when considering when you're looking to find people, like, especially for my sake, like when it comes to girls, like, and being friends with them, can't just rely on their looks. They might not have the same loyalty as their loyalty to their own looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is the outer. If you only have the outer and you don't have the inner, then it just doesn't match. It's just not a good combination. It's not a balanced. It's just not a recipe for a balanced friendship. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm lucky to have Mari, who has both of those traits. both of those values. You know, have the looks. You know, she looks good every time I look at her pics. Even the one time that we video chat, that was like several years ago. um, and you know, just I know Sam's another one. Ivanka's another one. But as beautiful as both of those girls are, I think Mari just has it the best. I think she is at the very top for me when you're talking about looks. As far as like, she has the most striking beauty. Like I've never seen in any other girl like that. I don't think I can ever find another Mari. That's why I'm just thankful to God that I have her as a friend like that, and a best friend like that. I know I'm trying to get these other words out, but I don't want to ramble on for too long. As far as like, you know, being so lucky to still have a friend like Mario like that, who has everything that a friend can have, and exceeding my expectations on how somebody like her can value me as a true friend. But yeah, getting back to her comments though, you know what? Very touching, especially when she has to remind me that, you know, she's a cutie friend, never left me, never unsubbed me. That's good. And you know, and I'm just glad we're reconnecting. You know, just again, like last week, I did a video where I addressed our silence, and who knows how long we're ever gonna talk, or if we're ever gonna, you know, celebrate our 9-year friendship anniversary, which is coming next month on the 22nd. And you know, I'm glad to see us reconnect, and so we'll definitely have that opportunity. And yeah, for her to say I sounded so down, like, I mean, you know, it don't sound like I was down. Maybe I sound a little bit down, but not like fully down like that. You know, I just want to address, like, to show that I really miss her, and she's back. So, and for her on the other comment to say you don't need to work things out, let's just continue normal friendship like before, you know, hey, I think she has a good point there. I don't think I really have to, quote unquote, work things out, you know. If she comes back, you know, it's like saying, hey, let's just continue operating our friendship, you know, the way it has been, as strong as it's been from the beginning. And you know, honestly, whenever I see a boss again, hopefully later this year, it might be the same way with him. Hey, let's not work things out, especially considering that, I mean, when it comes to a boss, our friendship in the longest time in 24 years has hardly ever had any flaws. You know, unlike most of my other friendships, you know, no disrespect. I know Mari is like the super loyal friend I've ever had, but we've had our many ups and downs, and you know, it's not just recently. We've had it in the past too, and a lot of that's my fault, you know. But in the end, I'm just glad that we're still, you know, we're still talking, and you know, we're still friends the way that we've always been since day one, right? So I'm just happy, and yeah, so it's good to see her back and all. You know, she knows that I'm doing therapy, and she also knows, you know, she's seen my other videos as well. So she must have been keeping track, just lurking around on YouTube, and hey, you know, she knows my concerns. She knows a lot of what I said, and for her to find out I have therapy, hey, you know, it's just good. It's just good news for her to know that she believes I'm going to get better. And you know, I just hope in God's time that, you know, I can finally get myself together. I know I still have a lot of areas I need to work on for myself personally, but as far as our friendship is concerned, even with another flaw, another incident that may cause another friction in our friendship, you know, regardless, we're never gonna depart. You know, there's no, a heart that may be detached, it'll still come back, because there is bits of that glue right there that's trying to detach the heart when it never can, because there's still parts of it and it can easily glue back together. And that's how it is with our friendship, because a half a piece of my heart was just missing from a friend like Mari, and she just really means that much to me, being the friend that she is, being the best friend that she is. I truly missed her, and like I said, I'm just glad that we're continuing, and I just hope it'll continue that way, and I'm sure it will. Even if we're able to go on with our lives and all, but in the end, let's just get the present on, and just she'll keep me smiling. This is the same Mari who has made an impact on my basketball shoot-around games. And last year, is the sheer difference when she's there, when she's present, and as far as me talking to her, even just mostly through Facebook, and the difference of that, and when she wasn't around, not feeling her presence when I started the shoot-around gaming system, where I struggled mightily. Well, last year, it's a clear difference. And she's still that impact lady. She's still that friend who can impact me. I hope that the same when it comes to impacting my life as well, not just in the basketball court. I can still be good at that, and especially as I'm riding an 11-game winning streak right now. My next game is on Thursday back home, which is the Artesia Park game. It's going to be a hard one, and the schedule is going to get much, much, much harder going forward, going into June. So, for the most part, I don't think we need to even settle our differences. As long as we can operate and love one another the way that we've done since day one, we'll still be good. Now her presence is just being felt a lot stronger for me. So I thank Mari, and I love you, my friend, my best friend, and this is all I gotta say. Just addressing her comments, and going on in the future, we're still gonna operate the way that this is breaking news, and for me, and just continue to celebrate the moment. Yep. Alrighty. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Like I said, I know it's been kind of crazy the last couple of days, more so yesterday. I know the playoffs were going on, but Pacers are up 3-1. I expected this to be a series, but I hope that New York will come back and win in 7. It's possible. So this will give the TNT crew a chance to still continue doing their thing for as long as this series goes on. So anyways, I'm out, y'all. Thank you, Mari. I know you're never going to leave me. So go Steph, go Julia, go IU, go Mari. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.